Well, that didn't load. Okay. Let's try this.
Tell me what's on your mind.
That loaded. Okay. All right.
So Belmont, I'm going to guess that you're 37.
27.
I knew it. 27 is what I meant to say.
Well,
You wish you're 27.
Emotionally and mentally is about 16. Was it 16, Belmont?
17.
14. 17. Okay. Yeah, he grew up a year. All right. Anyway, hey there, this is Cooper from Telepathic Bunny Comics. I'm here with Mr. Shadowpunk and Belmont over here. And over in the chat, we've got Todd from Redshift Comics. What's up, Bunny Man? Otherwise known as Darth Todicus.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah,
Hot Toddy.
Yeah. No, he's Darth Todicus now. I've decided that's his nickname now. So
pretty good one.
It's a good one. Yeah. He's got all this Star Wars memorabilia. I told him just put some red cellophane on your lightsaber and wear a hoodie, and boom, yeah, instant cachet. There you go.
Did you guys have you ever thought like if you were in that universe and you were like you had the Force, you could use the Force, would you be a Jedi or would you be a Sith or would you be separate?
I think I'd definitely be a Sith.
A simp or a Sith?
Sith. I'd be a Sith.
Oh.
Definitely be a Sith. Yeah, I would be. If I had any kind of power whatsoever, it crept the hell out of me.
Oh. Jakar Wars, Bunny.
Nah. Not anybody I want to talk to. He'll probably call back on. Anyway, never underestimate the power of red cellophane. There you go. All right.
Yeah.
Agent Zero, Justin, sweet. All right.
What's up?
If anybody wants to come in, man, I'll put a link over there if you guys want to come in and just hang out. But the topic for discussion that I have chosen for the day is okay, these big campaigns are getting like shadow banned by IGG. Driving at the moment. All right. Well, I wouldn't want you to get wrecked anyway. But these big guys, with 6-figure campaigns or high 5-figure campaigns are also getting shadow banned by IGG. Obviously, that's no longer a easy going for them over there anymore. So they're gonna so next time they decide to crowd fund, it probably won't be with IGG if they have any kind of intelligence, which most of them do. I won't say which ones I think do and don't. Anyway, so all right, but I mean, there's a few of them that are safe that haven't been shadow banned over there for the most part. Some of the more notable ones, I know the Loprestes got shadow banned, which is shocking to me.
Really?
But, yeah, Loprestes got
for
shadow
what?
banned. I know they're like salt of the earth. They're sweetest people on the planet. I mean, who the hell would have any kind of malice towards them? Of course, on Twitter, when they showed up on Ethan's show, they got like completely roasted on Twitter and had a bunch of people that are after them for a while. So somebody probably fingered them to IGG, But I mean, I think Graham Nolan got shadow banned on IGG, and I mean, pretty big campaigns,
Wow.
So, hold on one second. Creators Outlet says I'm tied up. I'll check the replay. Tied up.
How clever.
That's a lot of rope, though. That's a lot of rope to tie Will up. Jeez Louise. That's some busy right there. Anyway, kidding, Will. Just kidding. All right, all Luke's campaigns are now shadow banned. Yes, including his RPG. His tabletop RPG got shadow banned.
Wait. Are you saying not all of them though? Like
all of them? All of them.
The Space
All of
Riders.
The Rift Riders, yeah, they got it's shadow banned now.
So-
Howdy from Oklahoma. What's up, Dreaded Dinosaur? What's up, dude? That's Eric, right? Eric, yeah. All right, anyway.
That's
All right.
crazy.
Lord Summit says hell low. All right. What's up, dude? Anyway, so yeah, they've been all of them been shadow banned now, evidently. I guess when they got word that he is putting up a IGG competitor, they decided to make sure that he didn't make any more money on theirs. So it is what it is. Yeah, he's planning on moving off of it anyway. Anyway. Shell Hill Nerds. All right, Sheridan Hill Nerds. All right. Thank you, man.
What's up, Will?
Appreciate it, Will. Appreciate it, Mill. Yes, I am in fact me. Okay. All right. All right, Eric. No problem, dude. Yeah, so he's gotten shadow banned now. Now he's not a big campaign like I'm talking about. But I mean Leprestes, man, they went over 6 figures last campaign, I believe. I mean, it's really late in the campaign, but I think they went over 6 figures. So we're talking about really huge campaign there.
Wow.
And it's IGG is no longer conducive to yep. That's a good thing. Make sure you smash that like button, ring that bell. Okay, I'm out. All right. All right. Thank you, Will. Thank you for the message. Thank you for the reminder.
Well, I'll tell you something. Okay. It seems like I know that EVS for a long time has considered doing this in like a talk about it kind of way, but now would be the time. And the reason I say that is because he would then make, let's say 3%. Okay, let's hypothetically say 3%. He would then actually make 3% off of people using his platform, right? So for
EVS is not shadow ban.
Well, you're right, but he could easily pay somebody to set up.
Yes, he could. He could have done exactly what Young Ripa did. He could have done it a long time
that's
ago.
Even more of a reason why that's an example for him, right? He goes, now I see he can do it so easy. And my point is, Ethan has a cachet. So, like for example, other people might want to launch on his site just because it's his, right?
Yeah, I'm aware of that, but he hasn't. He hasn't up to this point, and he hasn't shown any proclivity to do it up to this point. Indy Karan was going to create a crowdfund site, and he had at the time EVS basically told him that he wasn't interested and walked away. And left pretty much after Indy Karan had done a lot of the groundwork. And that comes from very reliable sources that this happened. Okay, so if he wanted it, he could have had it about 3 years ago.
Well, yes and no. I mean, what you're describing.
Yes and no. Yes and no. How is this no?
Because
please feel free. Tell me, how is this no?
I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
What you're describing is a partnership with somebody else. I mean,
he would have to partner with somebody else to do it in the first place.
That's not true. He has enough money. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he has enough money to where he can hire somebody to build the platform.
Hire somebody
that works for him.
Yeah. Right.
Not somebody who like Pixel or somebody who they would do this. You know, my point is, you know, Ethan has the ability to do that, and he has the cachet in the CG world to make it work.
Well, here we are, and
That's
it hasn't happened.
That's true. I mean, it's timing is everything, and it's also a big commitment.
You know what he just did? He just did a second chance campaign and went over $100,000 on the second chance campaign for a book that's already 3 years late.
Right. Well, I mean,
so why would he go anywhere? Why would he go? What's his impetus at this point? IGG's not shadow banning him, and people are still backing his stuff, even if it's 3 years late. So, what's his impetus at this point?
The emphasis, I think, would be he's thinking he might get shadow banned in the future, or B, he would save the money.
Well, the Nazi methodology was that they didn't harm anybody in the community that had any kind of authority. They just went after the people on the fringes of the community, and then went after the people less, more close, or more higher up in the community, and then they went after the big guys last. Why? Because as long as they saw that the big guys were still able to exchange freely, then people didn't get concerned. It's the frog in the pot, okay?
Sure.
So he's going to be the last one they shadow ban.
Well, I think you're right. My point is, I think that he can see the writing on the wall too.
Well, the writing on the wall is been there for a little while now.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, when it happens, are you going to say? What are you going to say? Oh, I always knew he would do that.
IGG has been a viable option until recently, and now the platform's no longer reliable, so I understand why it hasn't been done fully, but now is the time. Yeah.
Now is the time.
Okay, so this is your logic, okay? Let me follow it. Let me follow your logic. Okay, so because he might eventually do this, and then it will take up all the market share, we shouldn't pursue doing this. Is that what you're saying?
We shouldn't pursue doing what?
We shouldn't pursue making our own crowdfund site, because in the off chance that he later on might open up a crowdfund site and suck all the market share.
No, I didn't say that.
Okay. So I'm trying to understand what's the discussion we're having here.
Well, the discussion is, we can all do that. Luke can do it and make his own cool thing, right? Or you can do the Shopify or something else, but it's almost like the elephant in the room kind of deal, where you can't ignore the fact that somebody like him inevitably is going to be that person.
Did you call EVS an elephant?
Hey.
Oh my God.
Too many
pies.
My God.
That's awful. All right. All right. Okay.
So that's my ultimate point.
All right. So this is my point. Okay. All right. If he wanted to do this, then he would have done this.
All right.
Okay. He has not done this. So, i.e., he's either satisfied with what they've got, or at some later point, he feels like somebody else is going to make one and he'll jump to that one. Now, what these guys are doing with these Shopifys, what these guys are doing with it's something that Luke already tried, okay? And then he found out really quick that the rug can be pulled out from under you pretty quick, okay?
Okay.
Now he tried with Fornacia, okay? They evidently built some software for him, supposedly licensed some software to him that was supposed to allow him to make a crowdfund site. And then they pulled a bait and switch the night of. Okay, they told him they could do something, and they did just that, and then they nerfed everything else. And then said, "Oh, if we want that too, then here's the price." And evidently they're doing that bait and switch. They're probably doing that bait and switch with everybody. Now, what he's got, okay, this is what's separate. This is why I believe that this is the best chance we've got. Okay, why fund my comic is the best chance we've got. Is he's got the web guys that developed it own the software, are running the boxes, and they don't get paid unless it's successful. Okay. But they've also had an agreement, ironclad agreement in writing, that they're not going to sell this to any other this technology. They're not going to lease it out to anybody else that's trying to run a crowdfund for comic books and our games. So he'll have exclusive right to this technology. Okay. And so now, so number one, you've got technology that is brand new, is written by the guys who evidently, according to Ray Haylock, trained the guys who made Young Ripa's successful crowdfund site. Okay, so the guy who trained those guys is the one that now is running the boxes for buy one or back my or fund my comic. Okay, and so all right, now those boxes are in his custody. He maintains it. He maintains the security on the website, and anything that they ask to adjust, any new idea they come up with, he can go ahead and go in because he owns the code, he owns the boxes, he can make those changes right away. Sure. So you have immediate turnaround on any bugs, immediate turnaround on any mistakes that are made, and immediate turnaround on anything that they decide to do later on.
I like it. I mean, it's cool that he's doing it. I mean, I also like the fact that people are doing it on their own.
Yeah.
Right. I like the idea that Luke, because Luke's kind of a multitasking thinker.
Yeah.
Right. He has his fingers in tons of different things. And I like the fact that he is and I bring that up that way because it'd be nice to see other people have different solutions.
Well, the people that are going in and doing these plugins, the ones that are like doing a Shopify plugin, the ones that are going to eBay and places like that, they have absolutely no protection.
Oh, totally.
From what's happening on IGG happening to them. Okay. They have no recourse if Shopify suddenly decides, oh, you people are toxic, we don't like having our name on your stuff. They don't have any protection from that. And there are purges that are coming. Okay. It's going to be really difficult after a certain amount of time if the things that are on the horizon happen. And you're a conspiracy theorist. You know what's happening to the internet. Bo Boof MC. Oh, I don't know what that is. Anyway.
Obo Fund My Comic.
Oh, Bobo and Fund My Comic. Got it. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I mean,
I went back one Fund My Comic.
That's been clear for a long time. If you really want to be honest about it, the only reason they made the internet was so they can do this kind of control stuff, right? That's the beginning.
I'm not sure what you mean by that, Corey, but they do have something similar to that. What I think you mean by that. Ask Luke Stone, and he'll be able to tell you. He's available on Twitter. Todd, I'm not sure if Todd's available. Depends on his wife. Anyway, woo. Okay, I'll be here all week. Anyway, Ray Haylock can also answer that question. Anyway, okay. Now there's another thing that Fund My Comic has. I mean, this was on our show last week. If you want to rewatch this. But it's going to allow for people that tip option that drives us crazy with IGG. Every time you go to check out, it's shady as hell. Okay,
totally.
Because if you're not paying attention, you give money to them. Okay. Oh, you're here on Belmont's Cooler channel. Okay, all right. Yep. There you go. Yes,
hope you're jealous, buddy.
No
but I have it on
no
subscriber
problem.
mode, so bots don't join the chat. I find that gets rid of most bots.
Right.
All right. Whatever. You can stay over there. Don't make Darth Todiscus angry. I'm sorry. I apologize. All right. Anyway, but he's got the ability that tip is actually going to go directly to the website if you choose the tip option. But what you get with the tip is you get to boost whatever campaign you use that tip to
Stop
the front
saying
page.
tip. I got to hold back all these fucking jokes.
When you mean boost, do you mean like tip the actual campaign?
Yeah. No, it boosts the campaign to the front page, but it tips the website.
Oh, I see. I got you.
So for that tip, right now, that tip, I'm sorry, whatever you want to call it, Belmont, that won't get me a dirty joke. That just goes directly to IGG and you get no benefit from it. It's just like, oh, we like what you're doing here. Here's money. which we don't like what they're doing there. So I don't want to give them a damn red cent, you know.
Well, just the fact that they did it that way, where I didn't realize that's what it was. Yeah, it's totally shitty. And you go,
it's definitely,
it's like that's the beginning of the end in my mind.
Right. Yeah, but you're there, Corey. So how can that be the greatest people in the chat? Anyway, all right. So
Corey's my new cheerleader.
Yeah, evidently. All right. Boost. Right. It's called boosting. It's not the tip. It's but boost. Okay. Is that better? Belmont? Does that clear up the dirtiness? All right. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Somewhat.
All right.
One thing I didn't like about Indiegogo is the way that the way you organize it when you're building a campaign. It's really complicated and it's confusing and it isn't very intuitive. And I like the fact also that Luke is starting from scratch.
Yeah.
He's not stuck in this stupid architecture on IGG. I didn't like it.
Well, he's going to allow people to try it out. Go over there and build campaigns, and they don't go live until you want them to. So you can go over there, you can try out and build a campaign over there just to see if you like the mechanics of it. You usually see you like how it's laid out, and then if you like it enough to go live, then you can go live. And it's just going to start. He's going to start with a. I think it's going to be kind of like a lottery next week, and people can enter the lottery, and the ones that win go ahead and build a campaign on the site first thing and be the first ones on the site. And then and basically when it goes live, those people will be like the only ones on the site, but then people can it opens up to everybody else after that. But yeah, so essentially, hold on one second. I wish Belmont would do more of his own streams. The birthday stream was great. He does his own streams. They're called the high streams. Corey, where the hell were you? I just want to see Knights of the Old Republican style show. That was my longest running show.
Don't forget we do one together. Cannabis.
Yeah, we do Cannabis and Conspiracy. Where the hell are you, Corey? Jeez, please. Phase 1 should have a sort feature that allows the user to sort campaigns by alphabetic release date, popularity, etc. Also, it's going to do the buy one back one thing, where if there's a popular campaign, there's going to be like tagging that goes on where you can say, "Oh, I have a sci-fi fantasy book." And so if there's a tagging, so basically if this book is real popular and it's got the sci-fi fantasy tag, there's also going to be brought up a smaller campaign that says, if you like this, maybe you'll like this. And so that's he got that from the buy one back one idea. So that's going to be part of it. So
that's cool.
Now, getting back to the subject at hand, these bigger campaigns who are like deciding, oh, we're going to make our own website. Okay, now, if you do that and you have enough people like who follow your YouTube or follow the professionals or whatever, the ballers or the CG Kings or whatever show, I guess, what's that one? That Jack show. Okay. If you follow those shows, okay, and you're a big fan of those people, then yeah, they have their own website, right? But the thing about it is you go to their website, all you're going to get is their content. Okay. And if you want somebody else's content, you have to click on somebody else's website. Okay. Now, if you got an aggregator like CG Now, where you can, okay, I'll go to this website, to this website, to this website. Or you can go buy the Fund My Comic, and all of them are like in one spot. You know, the power of CG is in the matrix. It's not in each individual islands and people paddling between the islands. The reason why CG worked is because we're all in one spot. You know, we could all see each other's stuff, and we could all, like, while we're browsing this stuff or while we're going to this destination, oh, there's something we could see over here. You know, yeah, that was the power of CG. And so if they start making their own individual islands all by themselves, I mean, they'll be successful, but it's diminishing returns. You know, if you're off the main road, it's only as good as your last thing, right? And it's not going to be a lot of through traffic. You know, you get what you come for, and then what's the reason you go back unless they keep basically releasing product to keep people coming back to their channel, or to their website. You know,
well, right now, because you brought this up before, a lot of the shows have their own little worlds. For example, the professionals, or a lot of these big people have their own show. They could just have their show and then some other site they select, and they will be completely separate from CG, right?
Yeah.
And hypothetically, they could make their living that way, just doing that.
Yeah, exactly. Hypothetically,
because it's already segmented, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, it's already breaking up a little bit. But yeah, hold on one second. Why are you advertising for freaking Belmont's channel? On my
you're
channel?
Broadcasting on my channel, so he thinks that it's my stream, but it's actually your stream being simulcasted on my channel.
Well, I'm only simulcasting on your channel because you do so much for buy one back one. Okay, I mean, anyway, all right, okay.
Apparently, he wants more Belmont for the new year.
Well, whatever.
I could do like maybe a New Year's Eve or New Year's Day special, but I would need like a lot of guests.
All right, whatever. Just keep your simping to a low roar over here. Anyway, I have an announcement about tomorrow night later on that what I'm going to be doing for New Year's anyway. And probably Shadowpunk, knowing you. Anyway, so I mean, the advantages I see, if they want to go out on their own and do their own thing and say, I have this website, on an individual website, okay, but if you're not releasing something, see, there you go. Listen to Darth Todicus over here. All right. Anyway, but if you don't keep releasing stuff, if you don't keep releasing product, then people are just going to go to your site and get the thing, and then they're going to leave, right? The reason why having everybody on like the same crowdfunding site was important was because even when you're not releasing product, your campaign's still there and available. And then while you're browsing or while you're there for something else, you would see that campaign and you would back it too, which is what happens when I go on IGG. I was like, oh, I forgot that person's got an active campaign, and I would back that too, right? Now, if you're like out on your own, you got your own website, you know, the deep dark, you know, separated from everything else, you know, okay, well, if I want to go get, say, Shane Davis's Inglorious Rex 2 or whatever. If I want to do that, I go to Shane Davis's website. I get Inglorious Rex 2, and then I leave. And there's no reason for me to go back to Shane Davis's website. You know?
Oh, sure, absolutely.
Until another product, if he announces another product that I want, or you know, he might have like a limited selection of products there, and I was like, oh, I like the 9 Lives, hat. Okay, let me get the 9 Lives hat, or let me get the Salty Balls, jersey, which I already have. Anyway, so. But the thing about it is once I get that stuff and once it's sent out to me, I'm not even going to think about his website until he releases something else. You know, it's not going to casually pass my vision. It's not going to casually pass, you know.
I wouldn't. I think that's probably true. I wouldn't even be surprised if that's his whole point. He doesn't want to. He's online probably a couple of times a week, right? So
every day, I think.
Wow. Okay. So let's say he's on Mandy's show every day or something, right? Or on his own show or whatever. Mm-hmm. You know, and then once every 6 months, once a year, he rents a website, right? I mean, it's a bummer because I guess it's feasible to do it separately. We benefit also from having cool guys like that on the same, like you're saying, right? But,
Right.
But see it
So where's the
fragmented.
benefit to them is what you're saying. You don't see any benefit for them.
I see a little bit, but I don't see a ton. And the reason why, if he wasn't online every day, or like you're saying, or whatever,
Right.
then he would be in trouble.
Okay. Well, let's just put it this way: if we are to believe what they say, if we are to take them at their word, they have this benevolent thing in their heart that makes them want to push other people in CG. Okay, if they are to believe, and they say this all the time. Okay, what was the 2 or thing or the 1 or thing or whatever, and then okay, grab an or. Okay, we're gonna grab an or. We're gonna push CG, right? Which is like, okay, if that's not bullshit, then they should want to be drawing traffic to the smaller creators as well as themselves. Correct? If that's not bullshit, if that what they're saying, what they've been saying for years and years and years is not bullshit, then they should have there should be a certain like desire to help people get traffic to their smaller campaigns.
Well, I think that they do, and the way that they do it, at least right now, is that, hey, come on the show and tell me about your campaign. Like I want to.
But they don't do that. They don't do that anymore, do they, Belmont?
No, they basically only promote themselves at the top. Yeah, they're not going to be helping you, and then if you say anything about it, they'll just tell you we're pros. You know what I mean? We deserve it, which
Right.
they do.
Which they do.
They don't have to promote anybody. That's why we gotta look out for ourselves. So we got to promote each other, and maybe once in a while, something will pique their interest, and they'll actually will promote us. But don't count on it. You got to build up your own audience. You got to make a fun channel.
You might be right. I mean, I don't follow how much they do it. I know that I was on like Mandy brought me on her show, right? So by logic, I would say let's just say I'm promoting Shadowpunk #2, right? And so she goes, oh, the book's really cool. Where are you launching? And I'll say, oh, I'm launching on my comic.
Cool. Let me go ahead and point this out. What was you bringing to her channel for her to invite you on?
I made the figure for her. Well, that's a good thing.
Okay. All right. There you go. You paid your way. You basically paid your way to get there. So.
Well, it's not really. You can say pay your way because you're not wrong, but it's also a lot of those big creators don't owe anybody anything. So in my mind, it's a win-win. Well, right? I mean, I'm offering something of value, and I think that they think it's worth it. And if it isn't worth it, they won't bother with me. And so I thought that was cool. I like the reciprocal nature to some degree, where you go, so if I was like, I'm nobody knows me, and I want to get on her show, she doesn't owe me to come on the show.
Okay. So your conclusion basically is there's absolutely no value in them joining a auxiliary website and outside of their own websites. Basically, so you think that basically they just need to go make their own websites, and that's where their most benefit comes from.
Well, I don't think they need to do that. I think they need to decide whether they want to, how they want to do it on their own, right? I mean,
well, didn't it come out that all advertisement basically that Indiegogo wasn't giving you anything? It was YouTube, with your trailer being connected to your campaign. It's basically YouTube driving traffic to your Indiegogo, not the other way around. Indiegogo didn't really do anything for anyone.
I believe that.
Except not shadow ban. And now they do shadow ban, so now it's just as bad as Kickstarter.
That's probably true.
Right.
They weren't.
True.
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
well,
when I first started, I remember Belmont telling me you can IGG can drive traffic to your book on their site. And I'm like, that does, like, in theory, that sounds cool, but I have no idea if that's true. And then when I looked down some of the logistics on IGG, it said like 30% of the traffic was driven from them. And I'm like, well, you can say that, but that doesn't mean that it's real. How do I know that's real? Right? You can say they can make up a number for all I know. Right?
You
Just
can
to
get some
justify
exposure if you're on the homepage. If your comic book is featured on the homepage, you can get some traffic. So they did offer something, but the majority of it's coming from your trailer that's connected to YouTube.
Right. Okay.
Right. Okay. Here's Hojo. It says the reason they will move away from this is because they will have their own websites, have already built their brand. They really don't need IGG at this point. They will grow with YouTube. Okay. I got you. Mad Ruth, the birthday boy is here. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mad Ruth. What's up, dude? Anyway, Corey Barton, people should be doing their best to promote everywhere on all social media on their own websites. You got to put in the effort to get noticed. Yeah, great. Hey, Mad Ruth, see you chat. And as soon as IGG shadow banned my campaign for no reason, no explanation, I was done. Shut it down. All right, there you go. Thank you.
Well,
and happy birthday.
Let me ask you guys this then. Like when let's just say, I know for a long time, didn't Malin have smaller creators on the show to plug their books?
Well, he did that. He didn't do it for a while, but then after Buy One Back One landed, suddenly he decided to do that Friday. He resurrected the show, but then that's the last time he did it.
Well, see, to me, that's one indicator that it's worth it for them to not do their own thing. Like they might go, hey, the headache is too much, right? Luke is doing it. So why would I waste the time, right? No. I mean, let's be honest. EVS and Air of July are one thing. And then if you're making $200,000 a book, that's a different level, right? So, those people like that, they might even go, I do like being connected to the wider community, right? If I put myself on an island, they might not like that.
All right, hold on. Okay, Todd says larger creators benefit from community that follows them, bringing on smaller creators. It's a way to get back to that community. Do they need it? Right. Okay, let me go back here and let me get the earlier camp. All right. Let's see.
My chat's getting bigger, Bunny.
Whatever. All right, that's why you update the site with free content updates like blocks and stuff. That makes people more wanting to back when time comes because they're invested in the free stuff. Also, the best marketing for comics is babes. All right. They let me and my bro promote our campaign a lot on their channel. That's because we made friends with those creators and promoted their content as well. Okay. All right. Is that all the comments that I missed? I didn't read out loud, but I highlighted. Okay. All right.
Well, he missed one thing there. It's not, babes are a big thing. And then guys, cerebral guys with glasses, those guys are equally as powerful.
Not really. Anyway, the party's getting bigger over Belmont's chat. All right. Whatever. Corey, issue 2 of the Mythicals as the sex pot. I can't introduce everybody in one issue. The narrative's more important since I only have 24 pages to work with. Baller on a budget. Okay. All right. Force chokes Belmont's chat. You're getting Darth Todicus mad at us. All right. At you anyway. Yeah. So basically, I guess, if we're going to go by your conclusion is that, the bigger guys are going to make their own websites and drift off, and I guess the rest of us are just going to have to find a life draft, right? Is that what you're saying? There's no benefit for them to be on a crowdfund site with the rest of us.
No,
can anybody just get a Shopify account?
I didn't say that.
Okay, I'm trying to. What are you saying? Because you've kind of like given me several different things here.
Well, I'm saying it's up to those people to figure out if it's worth it for them to do it. And one reason why, I mean, for example, like I said before, let's just say the guy who makes $200,000 on his book says, you know what, it's a pain in the ass to do a site. Why would I bother? Luke has already done it. Right? That guy might go, boom, I'm going on there. And somebody else might go, my show on YouTube is so kick-ass that my fans are on there every single night. And why would I bother doing it with anybody else? There's going to be people like that too, right?
Okay.
It's going to be both. And there's no way, but I go back to the EVS thing. Or actually, I'll even go farther. I'll go the Air of July thing. Okay. To me, Air of July is even a better example of somebody who should start their own thing, because he has so much cachet that he can, like, for example, your book might do double the sales if all his fans see your book on his site, right? That's you can't deny that factor.
Okay, I'm not denying any of that. No, just dismisses my gold nuggets of wisdom. Well, I haven't seen any yet, Corey. I'm sorry, man. I hadn't seen any yet. Maybe I missed one. I don't know. All right. I didn't even know I was going to be on a stream today. It's going to be streamed on my channel. All right. Well, I usually don't stream on other people's channels, but you know, I went right back to 320, so it doesn't freaking matter one way or another. So I might as well just simulcast. All right, that's already started.
Why doesn't Corey
you're gonna pass me anyway, huh?
Why doesn't Corey come on?
I don't know. He's in Australia. I don't know.
Oh, really?
I've seen him on streams. We're not missing anything.
He's wrestling
that's already
started right now.
I've seen him on streams. He just mumbles and like draws and and texts on.
Take that back, Bunny. Take that back.
A lot of ideas, you know.
I'm joking. What?
He definitely sounds like someone has something to say. That's for sure.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, he says great on the chat. I don't know if he'll say that on the live stream though. All right, that's already started. EVS created Echo Chamber. All the SMA creators went elsewhere. All right, smaller creators. Yep, FMC is just alternative. Some may try it, some not like the features. Others may love it. Free market gives us options to choose from. All right. And Corey, how to make more sense for the artist of the book to do Instagram promotion, since I'm just a writer and all. Well, I mean, the artists do have an advantage in that space. They do draw streams, and draw streams are magical. People can see how, they can see, clear page and then something like pops up off the page, and so draw streams are very powerful. If you started draw streams, you'd probably pass me in no time in subs. Okay. Because draw streams draw people. Writing streams not so much anyway. It's just not as sexy.
You could do a typewriting one. You go backwards.
I did for a while. I did for a while. I may go back to that someday. I don't know. Anyway, let's look at this reason why we're also here. All right. And here we go. Buy one, back one. Erase the 10K. We got any movement on that thing?
Yeah, some people are moving up. KYRIE 3, I believe, just went up.
Okay. Yeah.
A couple like left the chart. I think Luke took off his campaign because Indiegogo made him or whatever for his for the complete saga of the hybrids. That's been taken down. And I think someone else is off the chart too. What's his name? Outlaw 2, Outlaw Knights 2. That one has been taken off. It didn't fund, or it might have a few hours left, but it's not going to happen.
No. It's nowhere near.
I think he's going to relaunch. I don't know what he's got planned, but I think he should finish up more of the book before he relaunches. People want to see some pages of art. I've heard that everything that's on the campaign is pretty much all the stuff that he's already shown from his first campaign.
Yeah.
So if he gets a little bit of work done, and get some pages up, I think he could do it next time.
Well, he probably should like have more of his characters featured, because when I checked this campaign, or when I checked even his trailer had absolutely no characters except for the one, and they didn't really explain who he was or anything about him. It was just like, this guy does this thing, and you gotta have like somebody people can like catch on to, or some character that inflames the imagination a little bit,
Absolutely.
People, so anyway, like that guy, like Shadowpunk's, Shadowpunk, the little girl and everything. Well, he's got a great character there. So
thank you. Yeah, so in my past life, I did video graphics, obviously, and people would pay me where I work. They would book me for like $400 an hour to do videos and trailers.
Right.
Okay. So I see I see some good trailers, but I see trailers that do not grab people like that. And I think, and they go on forever. Right. And so, and I can't, one guy DM'd me a while back and said, hey, how much you charge to make a trailer? And I said, I don't really do them for other people right now, but I gave him some insights into how to do it. And he kind of was like, oh, I don't think he got it. Right. I don't think he really grabbed. I try to make it as simple as possible, but man, these trailers have to be better. You really have to grab people by the balls. And you
speaking of that, okay, yeah, check that website out. That's run by Ian Simlon, and he's really cool. Kozor trailer was classic. Okay, I believe it.
Yes, it was.
All right, but this other trailer, I'm going to. If you see things switch for a second, I'm going to go ahead and go to Belmont's. I think you've got Hojo's trailer on in your brand, right?
Let's check it out.
I'm going to switch
play it.
Yeah, play it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, play Hojo's trailer.
And what's his name? Mr. Good Stuff did it, right?
Yeah, Mr. Good Stuff and Pedro Ang from Tropical Magics did the animation.
Cool.
And it's one of the better trailers I've seen recently. Tell me if this blows your hair back.
I'll say something. So far, Mr. Good Stuff I've seen, he does some pretty good stuff. No joke. No pun intended.
Yeah, pretty good stuff. Yep. Yeah, he does. All right. Okay. Bring this up. Add this to the stream.
In a world where creatures of myth and legend exist, a covert task force is charged with keeping humanity safe from supernatural threats. And when young Nancy Moon stumbles into the eternal battle between good and evil, she finds... Oh my god, will you shut up? What's happening? Agent Beckett here. Aren't you tired of stuff like that? Want something different? Roll the tape. Whoops. Sorry about that. That's a song I'm writing for my ex. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that's more like it. Alrighty. Welcome to the world of the Mythicals. We have it all. Monsters. Magic. Government agents. He's the strong silent type. This guy. Ugh, gross, dude. Get some kind of cream or something. Lots of 90s style action. Pew pew pew. And that strong female lead alluded to earlier. Not to mention a dashing field commander with a great sense of fashion. Look at those glasses. South River Studios presents The Mythicals, Issue 1. Buy it, if you dare. Ugh, will you can it already? How'd you get free? Now beat it before I lose my cool. So what are you waiting for? Sign up today. Like right now.
Sign up today on Indiegogo.
Alrighty.
Well, I'm definitely signing up today. If she says it, I'm doing it. I'm just telling you.
Let's play it again.
Play it again. All right.
Play it non-stop. No, I'm just kidding.
Anyway.
Nice touch.
So this is Shadowpunk, who is a trailer critic. What do you think?
I tell you what, it had a lot of impressive things. Okay. First off, you can't go wrong with Mrs. Good Stuff at the end. You cannot go wrong.
Sexy voice.
That is like, I don't know what is that like. There's a name for that. Like the
bedroom voice. Yeah.
No. I mean, at the end of something, when you want the final cell,
okay.
right? That's like, we're doing it. I'm going right now, right?
Right,
no
right.
doubt. I like the animation too. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I like that it's breaking the fourth wall.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought it's pretty good.
I like the little sound effects. Pew, 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 pew.
So I think his approach was pseudo serious, and then this is crazy, and then he's talking more loose, right?
Yeah,
I like that. It's kind of a cool approach.
Yeah, it's kind of a Buffy Vampire Slayer kind of thing, where it's like a really serious, but she'll stop and check her nail. Oh no, I broke my nail. She's right in the middle of killing vampires. Which is kind of what he's going for. If I've read the scripts, at least the first 5 scripts. I've actually got access to 6. I think I haven't read the 6 yet. But yeah, it's yeah, Redshift Comics. You're right. Sorry. Takes the normal trailer, turns it on its head. I love that. Yeah, so, that's pretty much Hojo though. Hojo, he zigs when he should zag. But with most people, it's because they're eccentric. But Hojo, it's all calculated. So, take from that what you will. So,
I mean, call me crazy. I could see her doing voiceovers for trailers.
Yeah,
like I mean, she'd be great.
Right. Who is the one that does a male? Not Melody.
Well, right now she picks out the girls for the high stream.
Right. She does. She picks out the babes for the high
so they
stream.
can't call us sexist if anybody points that out. Like, what? Girls pick out girls. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Anyway, she knows what
she does have a radio voice. She was doing some skits for us and stuff where she does the narration, and she got the radio voice.
I'm not saying we should do this, but here's an idea. Okay, because Iron Size is like a throwback guy, right? He's a previous age. What if you did something where she's talking about him like he's a hero from the war? Or something like that, right? Like an old Captain America newsreel kind of thing.
Yeah. I have several ideas along that line. I have one really. That's more of a. It's not like a full length trailer. It's more of a place setter. Like a teaser. Right. That's just basically it's using a Patrick Henry quote. But everybody
more than one?
Just the most famous one, the most important one, really. That one. But the thing about it is every time I show it to somebody, they never get back to me, because I have a script written out and everything. But all I need, I've even thought of doing a live action. There's a guy that followed me the other day that he does live action, and I even thought about seeing if he'd do a live action for me. But it is what it is.
Hey, is this new? I saw this pop up come up when I was going on to his Mythicals Indiegogo page.
Yeah, that's he put his trailer on the sign up. Yeah, he just like updated it just the other day.
No, I mean this pop up right here. See it?
Oh, I've never seen that before.
Website processes personal data. Okay.
Yeah, what's that all about?
I haven't seen that before.
I don't remember seeing it.
No.
Did they pass a law saying you have to do that or something?
I don't know. Probably in California. Who knows? They always pass laws in California. We all got to deal with it. Well, I mean, they passed laws to lower the age that you can be a pedophile or that you could have sex with kids, but then everything else they raised the bar on, and so California is the hell mouth at this point.
They say there's nothing wrong with it. It's just a choice to like young children.
Yeah, and the guy that keeps pushing this shit is the guy who pushed the legislature that said that HIV people can't be counted as assault if you don't tell your partner. He pushed that legislature through. And that's the same guy. And every time there's something pedophile or something just disgusting gets pushed through, it's the same guy. And well, if he ever decides to leave California, he'll be right in Congress, no doubt.
Well,
Let's face it, the electoral system in California is fucked. Okay. They literally don't have an electoral system in California. They appoint people. They don't elect people. They appoint them. So, Maxine Waters hasn't lived in the same district as she gets voted in time and time again. And basically, she drives by her district and tells people on camera how disgusted she is with them. And then they still vote her in. Supposedly vote her in,
Supposedly.
It's all screwed up. I wouldn't live in California if they made me a millionaire and gave me a Malibu home.
You could stay in the Cecil Hotel.
No. That's the Roach Motel. I ain't staying there, dude. Anyway.
It's a shame too, because I'll bet you in the 50s, around that time, in the 60s too, it's probably a cool place to live.
Yeah, they are banning the sale of gasoline vehicles by 2030. Yep. There you go. And oh, by the way, they don't have the infrastructure to handle what they've got. Because they're basically buying their energy from everybody else around them. They don't really have any the PG&E basically does rolling blackouts every summer, and they want to make everybody plug in their cars.
Right, totally.
There's no logic there. There's no logic in that.
Well, I think the logic is that California is a controlled demolition.
It is pretty much. It's actually, if they would let it be, it would be one of the most powerful economies in the world. And has one of the greatest resources in the United States. And they can't get out of their own way because of politics. They can't. They went from like a crown jewel of America to a cesspit, cesspool. It's ugly. We're just talking about you, man, lady. We're just talking about you, Mrs. Good Stuff. Your sexy voice there at the end of that trailer. Yeah. Shadowpunk is a fan. He's a fan. There you go. Anyway. Todd's wife's calling. Later, man. See you, man.
Later, Todd.
Later, Todd. Tell the missus we said hey. All right. Anyway, speaking of the voice actor at the end of the trailer, yeah, there you go. We can bring you on and sing happy birthday, Mr. President, to Mad Ruth. He liked that. Anyway.
Does anybody know when Mythicals is going to launch?
Yeah, it's going to launch in January. I think it's I think he said the 16th. Maybe, don't quote me, but I think he said the 16th. It's gonna be on IGG, and may God have mercy on his soul. But
where's he gonna launch?
It's gonna be on IGG. Yeah.
No, I mean on what YouTube channel is he gonna launch?
Bancroft. He's got a Bancroft plan book.
Cool.
So yeah, I think it's the 16th. Don't quote me. He left, so it's his fault if I get that wrong. So there you go. Oh, you made Mad Ruth a mod. Okay, good deal. Green Wrench.
Got a green wrench.
Oh, he's in your chat. Oh, okay. Well, I thought he's already a mod over here. I don't know.
I give my good audience a treat once in a while.
I am never simulcasting to you again, man. I swear, everybody's at your channel right now. It sucks. So anyway, it is what it is. It is what it is.
That's how it starts, and then they come to your channel.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's just Marsha. Goodness gracious. I mean, I'm the middle child again. My God.
I'm the youngest one in girls.
It's funny because there's like this thing on Twitter, and it's talking about how it's like if you were like a guy breaking into people's houses and you were to steal something to slightly just not like really inconvenience them, but just slightly inconvenience them, what would you steal? And I said the middle child. So because they might not even miss that kid for a couple days. Trust me. As a middle child, you're like, "Hey, I'm here. Hello," and the parents are like, "Where's the youngest?" Okay. Ask the oldest. Where's the youngest?
Right.
I was a middle child for a while until my sister was born.
Ah, well, that would still make you the middle child. Or you mean the little child?
Well, there's 4. How can you be the middle and 4?
2 and 3 are middle children.
Well, yeah. Well, the middle 2 are actually middle children, so it's what it is.
Actually, number 2
still in the middle.
gets it the worst.
I was despair. It was like 2 middle children, and I was like the younger middle child, so that made me the spare. So there you go.
Well,
anyway,
my parents, I'm the middle child, and I'm the only one that was planned for.
Oh, they planned for you. Oh, okay.
That's right. So I never had that middle child syndrome. I'm like the opposite of the middle child.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I'm like, I gotta figure it out. Leave me alone. Right?
Oh man, I've never heard of that before. Okay,
it's crazy.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Yeah, usually the middle child is like, well, if the oldest passes away, we need a spare.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh well, somebody to blame everything on if the oldest
Runner-up.
passes away, or if the youngest one dies, we still need a baby of the family. So there you go.
Right.
Anyway, but see, in mine it was even worse because it was the 3 boys and 1 girl, and my sister was like the 1 girl, and she was the baby. So I was nobody.
That's exactly how mine is.
Yeah. And once there's like the baby is the girl of the family, you don't exist. You no longer exist. You be lucky if they give you Christmas presents. Okay. Anyway, Matt Ruth is not liking getting closer to 50. All right, dude. Well, it happens. It happens.
Used to it.
Yeah, it'll happen to me next year. So there you go.
Well,
anti-aging pills are coming out.
Anti-aging pills. Okay. Do they have mRNA in them?
Probably, or worse.
Pass.
And then you'll probably go to hell too for taking them, but no big deal.
No, yeah, there's probably baby spirits in them or something. Anyway, it's probably made out of adrenochrome. Anyway, if you don't know what that is, look it up. There you go.
He doesn't want to give you any watch hours, so he just wants you to give the cliff notes for the show. We bitched about some things, and then we laughed, and then we played the trailer for the Mythicals.
I already argued with Shadowpunk as usual.
I'll tell you what, Nefarious is a really good person to talk to about that stuff too, because he's plugged in too, right? I can tell he's like a
but
that stuff.
The thing about it is Nefarious is too plugged in. Okay, if he told us what he knew, then we'd all have to die. Afterwards.
Like Johnny Mnemonic.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, we don't need to know what Nefarious knows, because Nefarious would have to have us all die afterwards. So anyway, here is a visitor to the show we haven't seen quite a while. Total excellence. Woo! Icky.
He's alive.
Yeah, he's alive. Evidently, he's re-arrived. Anyway, confirmed. You don't want to know what I know, right? Exactly, we don't want to know.
You can't handle the truth.
Saying. No, we cannot handle the truth. No, we cannot. We cannot. He knows where all the bodies are buried, mainly because he's got the shovel in the back of his car. So yeah, we don't want to know what Nefarious does. Anyway. All right. Anyway, so I think we've pretty much. Is there anything else you want to push before we go, Beaumont? Any other campaign we want to talk about?
I know we could run the trailer again for Hojo.
Do it.
Why not? We'll run it one more time. All right. Add to stream.
In a world where creatures of myth and legend exist, covert task force is charged with keeping humanity safe from supernatural threats. And when young Nancy Moon stumbles into the eternal battle between good and evil, she finds... Oh my god, will you shut up? What's happening? Agent Beckett here. Aren't you tired of stuff like that? Want something different? Roll the tape. Whoops. Sorry about that. That's a song I'm writing for my ex. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that's more like it. Alrighty. Welcome to the world of the Mythicals. We have it all. Monsters. Magic. Government agents. He's the strong silent type. This guy. Ugh, gross, dude. Get some kind of cream or something. Lots of 90s style action. Pew pew pew. And that strong female lead alluded to earlier. Not to mention a dashing field commander with a great sense of fashion. Look at those glasses. South River Studios presents The Mythicals Issue 1. Buy it if you dare. Ugh. Will you can it already? How'd you get free? Now beat it before I lose my cool. So what are you waiting for? Sign up today. Like right now.
Sign up today on Indiegogo.
All right, there you go. All right. Anyway, so that is the Mythicals. That's coming out in sometime in January. I think it's the 16th. I could be wrong, but just get on the. I'm sure it's on the sign up underneath that. It's probably listed there somewhere. Anyway. All right, guys. We've got an hour. Got another show later on tonight that I want to prepare for. With RJ of the Island, Fourth Age. Guy.
I thought he was coming on this show. I got it confused, man. How many shows you doing?
Yeah. I just one more show tonight. It's gonna be a writer's room. 7:00 tonight. And that guy's got more brains in his little pinky than I have in my entire head. So. It's going to be a little intimidating. But anyway, we're going to talk about putting heroes back into culture. Is it possible?
Is that going to be on my channel too?
No, I didn't simulcast to your channel. It's not exactly your crew, okay? That's not exactly your content, all right?
All right.
Anyway. All right.
Don't forget we're doing Cannabis and Conspiracies on Tuesday.
Right. We are next Tuesday. We are doing Cannabis and Conspiracies. Are the robots taking over? Yep. Are the machines taking over? Are the machines taking over? Question.
Skynet real.
Skynet real. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. All right. That's next Tuesday. This Saturday night. Tomorrow night. If you guys haven't gone to your New Year's, stop by. We're going to do a time warp quiz. There's 5 years very important to humanity, and there are going to be 5 different categories. And we're going to explore the music, the television, the movies, and the pop culture. And that's going to be tomorrow night. If anybody shows up, if they don't, we'll just chew the fat. Anyway, all right. So, no, I didn't say pudding. There you go. All right. Later on, robots. Yep. Machines. We're going to do that next Tuesday at 4:30. Anyway, thank you all for coming tonight. Check the hashtag. Click on that thing. Buy one, back one. You buy a bigger campaign. Check out a smaller campaign while you're there. If you like it, buy that one. Anyway, back it. Anyway, that's been Cooper from Telepathic Bunny Comics here with Shadowpunk and the ever loyal and whatever Belmont is. Anyway, okay. All right. Have a good night, guys. Come back at 7, please. All right. Bye, everybody.
Tell me what's on your mind.